Hi, I'm Mike Edwards. The website is diydoctor.org.uk, but today we're actually going to be talking about the website eddy.uk.com. We've come across this little thing when we were doing some research for a project on hard water versus soft water, filtered water, etc, etc. And the results of our research were a little bit surprising. We thought, as a lot of people do, that soft water was much better than hard water, but that's not actually the case. So, but we need a little bit of an explanation for that. Rainwater itself is generally quite soft, and as it falls onto the ground, it obviously filters through rocks, and it makes its way through various kind of rock structures. In areas such as the one we're in, just outside Bath in Somerset, we're surrounded by the Mendips and limestone hills, chalk hills, etc. And those deposits, along with magnesium and calcium, are picked up and they find their way into the water, and that makes the water quite hard. That doesn't harm us as individuals. It doesn't do our appliances like kettles and washing machines a great deal of good, but it's not dangerous to us. Soft water, on the other hand, runs through rocks which don't allow a great many deposits out, such as granite or whatever, and they just simply pick up the sodium, and that softens the water. So soft water's got quite a lot of salt in it. Now, of the two, on a dietary level, hard water's better for you because it contains things like calcium, which are good for your teeth, and the other minerals which, in the right doses, as obviously the water is treated, you know, they're not bad for you at all. Whereas too much salt in your diet, especially on a low salt diet, bad kidneys or whatever, can actually not be that good for you. So of the two, it's been researched that hard water is probably a little better for you, but the problem of the pipes and the lime scale still exists. So we found this little device. It's called an Eddy descaling device. It descales pipes, and it doesn't soften the water, but it takes the deposits away from the inside of your pipes, which takes the deposits away from the inside of your kettles, etc. It works by putting an magnetic wave, an electronically induced magnetic wave, non-harmful of course, through the water, and it stops the calcium deposits forming on the inside of the pipes. So they're free floating. Excuse me, they're free floating, they go through your system, and instead of leaving that hard limescale residue which clogs the pipes up, it turns them into a soft powdery residue which comes out of the taps easily and is wiped up very, very easily. So Eddy strikes a happy balance between the minerals. It leaves the good ones, and it allows our pipes to stay scale free. So what we're going to do now is that after the chemistry lesson, we're going to install this device on our setup here. At DIY Doctor, we normally like to do things in a real way, in their real circumstances, but of course this would normally be found underneath your sink. It needs to be installed as close to the inlet of the cold water as possible, where your cold water comes into your house. That's normally pretty inaccessible in, you know, under the sink or under the stairs or whatever, so filming would be difficult. So we've brought it out here to our little test rig. We're going to assume that this is the cold water pipe as close to the incoming pipe as you can get. If your incoming pipe is lead, please do not fit Eddy onto that lead pipe. What will happen then is that the magnetic waves will loosen the deposits from the pipes, and that means that the water is then in direct contact with the lead, and lead in your water is the most harmful thing. So please don't fit this to lead pipes. Get the lead pipes changed to plastic pipes going into copper as they come into the building, and then you can fit a descaling device to take the calcium deposits away from the pipes. So find your incoming pipe, and then what will happen is that your Eddy kit comes with the unit that I'm holding here. This is the main unit. It also comes with two wires, a red wire and a yellow wire. you can see, and you'll have seen from the close-up earlier on, that I've already fitted the yellow wire to save a little bit of time. So we're going to run through how we fit these wires. The wires fit, let's put the main device down a little for a minute. The wires are coiled round the pipe. There are obviously two coils when they're finished, 50mm apart. That's the minimum distance that they must be apart. It works quite well in the situation under the sink because you don't have a lot of room, so 50mm, which is also 2 inches, isn't a great problem to find that space between the pipe. We're going to be mounting the main unit on the wall here behind the unit, because the unit is going to have to plug in through this device here into a main socket. Generally there's a main socket somewhere either under your sink, or you may have to drill a little hole through to a socket above your worktop, or wherever it is you're placing the unit. But what we need to do is to apply this cable in a minimum of 30 coils. The yellow one that I've done here is 35 coils round the pipe, and because we've done this earlier on, I know that that's about 3.5 inches, about 75–80mm. So once you've done 75 or 80mm, you know you have the minimum of 30 coils, or of course you can count them as you go. Now I'm going to ask the cameraman to zoom in while I fix the start of this coil, and you'll see that I'm allowing enough cable beyond the pipe to fit into the main unit. I'm securing that cable to the pipe by means of a cable tie, which is supplied with the unit. I'm going to make sure that I've got my minimum 50mm there, pull that cable tie tight, and then I'm going to use some side cutters, or you can use pliers or whatever, to snip that cable tie off and keep that a little neat. Okay, so now I'm going to coil this pipe around the unit, and I'm going to keep the coils as tight as I possibly can to each other, just by sliding them up the pipe as I've wound each one round. Now this takes a couple of minutes to do. Keep them tightly pressed together, but make sure you maintain the 50mm apart between the coils. Okay, so you can see that we have now put, in this case, 32 coils on the pipe, and then we can tie that off using the same method as before, as at the start of the coil, with a cable tie pushed into there. Before you tighten that up fully, make sure the coil's tight, make sure you've maintained your 50mm gap, and tighten up on the cable tie. Snip the end off, and I like to turn the cable ties around to the back so it looks a little bit neater. But we now have the two ends of the red wire and the two ends of the yellow wire. It doesn't matter which order these are placed in. On the instructions that come with the the unit, it shows them in this order. That's okay. On the unit itself, there are colour-coded holes for the wires to be plugged into. So as long as the red goes into the red and the yellow goes into the yellow, that's okay. The direction of flow of the water doesn't matter either, so that will solve one of the questions that you might like to ask. So having placed the coils on the wire as tight as we can, the unit itself is self-adhesive. So we peel off the protection strips from the back of the unit. Now this unit will work in a vertical position, even upside down. Obviously for the purposes of this demonstration we're going to try and get it on the wall reasonably square, and as you will see it sticks quite easily to the surface and it's very strong. Then it's just a question of putting the red wires into the red outlets, or output 1 as it's labelled on the device. So the red wires simply plug in there, the yellow wires plug in to output 2 on the device, and there we have it. There's the electronic scaling device fitted to the wall with the coils on the pipe itself. You get spare cable ties just in case you make a mistake, quite possible, and then you just plug in the unit, and as I said, this will work upside down, vertically, it really doesn't matter, and then simply turn it on. You'll see that the power lights come on, telling you that you've done the job correctly, and the other thing is that just leave this device on. It will cost you about 4p per week to leave it on completely, and before you install it or just after you install it, it's a really good idea to descale your kettles, your kettle, clean your taps of limescale or whatever, because although this will clean the pipes and keep the calcium deposits moving within the water, it will take forever to descale your kettle if you just rely on this device. So clean the kettle first, get everything that is already scaled up as clean as you can possibly get it, and then what will happen then is that all you will get by the way of lime scale is a sort of white powdery fluffy scale which is easily removed and wiped off. So this is the Eddy electronic descaling device. We think it's brilliant. DIY Doctor is an independent site, and when we come across a product like this, you know, having done the research into hard and soft water or whatever, we thought this is a fantastic happy medium to use. To take hard water and just remove the lime scale from the pipes is a really good thing. So we're quite pleased with it. We hope you are. It comes with a 12-month guarantee, full fitting instructions, and as you've seen from this video, hopefully you'll have this video on your mobile phone. If you haven't, the first question is why not? Secondly, the thing to do is to get it on your phone. But if you don't have the video to hand, the full instructions come with the device, as do all the bits and pieces that you'll need. All that you'll need additionally is a pair of pliers and perhaps a tape measure to measure the gap between the two coils. That's the end of it from us. Thank you.